What if the reason your manifestations aren't sticking has nothing to do with your technique? You've done the visualizations, you've written the affirmations, you've tried to feel the feelings, and things might even show up for a moment, but then somehow drift away or never fully land. And I know how this feels, but at the same token, here what is actually happening. The problem isn't your method, because using the method I just mentioned a few moments ago can be extremely helpful along the way, so long as you do it properly. The problem is a mismatch between what you're trying to create externally and who you still believe yourself to be internally. There is a concept in psychology called self-verification theory, developed by psychologist William Swann at the University of Texas. And his research found that people are strongly motivated, often unconsciously, to receive feedback that confirms their existing self-concept, even when the self-concept is negative. Yeah, read that again. Your mind will actively work to keep your outer world match your inner story, even if that story is one of struggle, lack, or unworthiness. So here is what that means practically.
Your beliefs are keeping you stuck. First, your brain looks for proof. If you believe you're behind, you'll notice every mistake and ignore every win. One piece of criticism outweighs 10 compliments because it confirms the story you already believe. It's called self-verification.
You can do everything right on the surface, but if your deep identity says, I'm someone who struggles or things don't really work out for me, your nervous system, your decisions, even your perception of opportunities will keep reinforcing that story. This is key here. The manifestation doesn't fail because the universe isn't listening. It fails because your identity keeps videoing it. This is why the real work isn't about finding the perfect technique. It's about asking a much deeper question. Who do I actually believe myself to be? Not who you want to be, not who you are performing, but the identity running quietly in the background. Shape what you think you deserve, what feels possible, and what you unconsciously reach for or push away. So in other words, the identity or your identity is the real starting point. But for now, just sit with this question. What story about yourself are you still emotionally living inside of you, even when you're trying to build something new? Drop it in the comments, because sometimes just naming it is the first real step. Actually, you may want to grab my free Abundance Activation Kit, which includes a self-concept reflection template, among other things that I can guarantee can help you figure it out this. I'll leave the link in the description below. Okay, this was another short one, and if this resonated with you, don't forget to subscribe and hit the notification bell so you know the next time I upload new videos. We are going to go deeper into exactly how that identity gets born, and more importantly, how you can change it in the next ones. Because after all, neuroscience has some genuinely exciting things to say about that. So, this is all I have for you today. Thank you for watching, and I'll see you in the next one. Take care.